Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of Pentel EnerGel Kuro pens. I've seen reviews for these pens in the context of note-taking, but this review is about using these pens for doodling and drawing. When I saw these pens, I was excited to see a new EnerGel pen, and I purchased a 12-pack. A 24 color set is also available, and I was excited to see that these pens come in multiple sizes. When I searched for other sizes, though, I began to realize that the only difference between the Kuro pens and the EnerGel RTX pens is the barrel. I feel kind of stupid for not realizing this sooner and really just buying more of the same pens in a new package. I will say, however, I like the barrel of the Kuro pens better than the standard barrel. It is slightly smaller, which is great for my short fingers and for people with smaller hands. I have always thought that the EnerGel RTX barrels feel flimsy, and I've had several fall apart, crack, or cross thread over the years, and I don't see this being as much of an issue with the Kuro pens. As you can see, the ink cartridges are virtually identical. Here are swatches of the colors in the 12-pack that I purchased. The colors are pretty vibrant, and you get a fairly decent selection of colors. I compared the 7mm nib of the Kuro to a Sakura Micron 01, 05, and 12. The blank ink is the Sakura pen, the red ink is the Kuro pen. And I did a pressure test underneath that, light pressure on the left, normal pressure in the middle, and heavy pressure on the right. Next was the smear test. I drew a line and immediately ran my finger over it. The second line, I waited for 30 seconds before running my finger over the ink. This shows something that I forgot to test, which is that if you hold the pen to the tip of the paper, the ink will puddle, leaving you a dark spot or a ball at the end or beginning of your line. I did the immediate and 30-second test with a Tombow water-based marker on the left and a Spectrum Noir alcohol-based marker on the right. I did notice slight smearing when the markers were immediately applied over the ink, but at the 30-second mark, they seem fine. I also did not have any bleed through to the back of the paper from the ink, although the alcohol marker bled through quite a bit. Of course, all these tests may have different results depending on the paper you are using. I used HP Premium 32-pound laser paper. So the big question is, how are these pens for drawing? The first drawing I did was on a Zentangle Bijou 2x2 white tile with black ink. The ink flows nicely and you can get a solid fill in the dark areas. I did struggle with finer lines because the tip is a medium size. The second drawing I did was on another Bijou tile with the teal, blue, light blue, red, and orange pens. I don't like this tile and I wasn't planning on sharing it, but that has less to do with the pens and more to do about me just not liking the drawing I did. And again, any hesitation with the pen touching the paper will leave a little blob, and it is difficult to get finer lines with the medium tip. The last drawing I did was on a Zentangle tan Zendala tile, and I love how this one turned out. Even on a tan tile, the colors look great. The ink works well with the texture of the paper, and I think if I had been able to be a little more focused on the drawing while I did it, it would have turned out even better. If you'd like to see the drawing process for this tile, please check out my Recreate the Real video, episode 2. To learn more about the Zentangle method of drawing, visit Zentangle.com and follow my channel as I learn this method of drawing. I will continue to use these pens for drawing. I feel like they do have a place for drawing and doodling. I like the feel and the size of the barrel for smaller hands, and I also like that they are refillable and the ink rarely goes bad over time. I will definitely look for other nib sizes to get finer lines, but as long as I'm not doing detail work, this nib size works just great. Is there something I forgot to mention or a pen you'd like to see me review? Please leave a comment. All the products I used in this video are listed below with affiliate links. Thank you so much for watching.